Well, hello there. This is Stephanie Stevenson, and I am also known as watercolor artiste in social media circles. And I'm the artist of MidLifeArtists.com. And I want to welcome you to a special live stream tonight where it'll be both me and my husband chopping up the airwaves. By way of disclosure, this is the first time that we're doing it this way. I'm utilizing probably some sources that my laptop might be overtaxed on, so I have no idea if it's going to last or not. I tend to have technical difficulties when I do this stuff, so please bear with me. If something happens and the live stream cuts out, just know that I will probably reestablish a live stream in 5 minutes, and that usually means a different link. So just go back to my channel, look for it, and then click on it. So that's just by way of disclosure. Be prayerful that that doesn't even have to happen, that I've got everything under control. That would be really, really great. I'm gonna, I know I have my volume, I think, up, and I don't want it all the way up. There we go. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, I'm trying to check and see if everything else is working okay. Everyone give me a thumbs up in the chat if you're watching. I'm just trying to make sure. The other night when I was doing this, I did not have my YouTube chat showing up on my chat relay. So I want to make sure everybody is clear. So give me a thumbs up, drop a hello, something in the chat. That way I can make sure everything's working. And if it's not, I apologize in advance and we will move on. But yes, so tonight is a special night. I've got my wackadoodle husband, Ron Stevenson, joining me tonight, and we're going to be drawing or creating art together. I've got him at his desk where he is most comfortable, where all of his tools are, and we're not trying to cram in front of this little here camera at my little desk. This is actually giving me practice for maybe doing a live stream with someone else from across the country. Who knows, right? So anyway, should be exciting, should be fun. I'm going to do a test hello on the chat myself and make sure everything is going. Okay, I see Rumble and YouTube coming up. Very good, very good. All righty then, I'm going to assume we're good. And I'm going to move along to the news and events page, which is where I'm going to highlight some of my husband's work, because this is my channel, so you know where to find my work, but you don't know where to find my husband's stuff, at least if you haven't caught a previous live stream where we've talked about it. So let's go. Let's cut it up. Okay. So, So my husband is a comic book artist, and he is also now the creator of a new tabletop role-playing game called Mukundo 4 that will be coming to Kickstarter very, very soon. And if you want to watch out for news and events and things like that, you can keep up with me, but you can also check on his website, jackadooproductions.com. I should have put that up on the text, but I wasn't that planning, I guess. Anyway, this is a map of Mukundo 4 of his game. And you can jump in anytime you want, honey, to talk about what we see.
Okay, what you're looking at right there is basically the playing surface, the map as a whole. Each section there gets broken down into smaller and smaller maps. So there's more and more places for your adventurers to explore. Because this is a tabletop role-playing game.
Very good, very good. He's even got scale on the left.
That's correct. That scale is for 120 miles. And so you have jungle in the upper left, desert to the far right, grasslands in the center, and swamps in the south, and a city that is larger than New York City up top.
Chrysalis City.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool.
And I should also say that the interior, even though it's a jungle, it's highly mountainous.
Wow.
And that's where the Amazons live.
Very cool. Okay. I'm going to move on to the next one.
And on the left, that's my first book, the foundational book for the game, for the lore, that is. It covers planetary dynamics, all the flora, all the fauna. This has taken me 8 years to build, and the 8 playable races. On the right, you have a spotlight on one of the races, the Amazons.
Very cool. And then this one.
All right. And on the left is the promotional cover for Makundo 4, which will eventually be the rule book. But for right now, I'm populating books with lore so people know where they're playing at. And the figure on the right is an Amazon who's just had a successful hunt.
Yeah, that would be mine.
Yeah. Okay. On the left there, you have another spotlight book on another one of the races, and that is the Fast Spots. They are sort of like human cheetah hybrids. And on the right, you have the spotlight on the Zalubras, which are human zebra hybrids. Both of these races occupy the grasslands, the Zembuhari grasslands. And both of them are playable in the game. Let's see, the one on the right is at the printers right now and should be back by the end of the month. And that's my 4th book that's came out.
Yeah, you just finished that one.
That's correct.
All right. I'm going to move on to your view.
Oh,
there he is. That's Ron Stevenson.
What's up, everybody? I'm going to be doing specials drawing today.
You going to say hello?
That's it's either that or take over the world. So here, I'll just draw.
Okay. And so what we're doing tonight is that he's going to be working on the drawing that you see in the screen now. He has a sketch done. And again, oh, you got that remote too if you want to zoom in and zoom out.
Hang on just a second. I'm looking at the wrong thing here.
So he's got a sketch of a character, and he's going to be inking that tonight. And what's going to happen is he's going to ink that, or start inking it tonight, finish it this week, and then ideally we're going to have another live stream next Saturday in honor of our 2nd wedding anniversary this month. We'll talk more about that then, and he'll show how he colors that. So that'll be the plan for that one. And then to me, I'm going to be working on this painting in my sketchbook, which is a watercolor sketchbook, but I'm working with acrylics. And so I'll be working on this tonight, and he'll be working on that one. And if you've got questions at all, feel free to throw them in the chat, and I'll keep an eye out for that. So are we cool? All right, let's see, to you. There we go. All right, thumbs up. Woohoo! All right, I'm going to have to take my headset off. So how is everyone doing tonight? Everyone doing all right? What is that got? Yeah. I feel like I've got an echo that I don't normally have. I don't know why that is.
Oh, maybe it's because of my mic.
No, you're in the other one. Maybe I just have the volume up. All right. Let's see here. Trying to make sure everything's going. So, what character are you drawing on?
This is the character my sister plays in the game. She's a fast squat, and I'm going to be taking this and inking it and adding to it and kind of making it pop.
Very cool. Well, hello there, my voice. How are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. Trying to figure out what colors I want on mine. I'm not enthusiastic about mine tonight. I think it's because of the type of surface I'm painting on. This is a watercolor paper that I've gessoed, and it's not the same as a canvas that has texture. And it also dries the paint real fast. Oh, which means I got to get my water bottle.
Now you let me know when I can start.
So how's your Saturday going, my voice? I really wish I had some background music, but I think that would probably just cause my whole system to crash.
Do you need me to sing?
No, there's no need.
Oh, you want to keep viewers? Okay.
You know, scene. So what are you working on lately? Are you working on any artwork, my voice? I know you do some stuff. I know you've been traveling, right? Oof. My acrylic paint is pooing out off onto my palette. Not a good sound. Wow. Was it a planned vacation or just kind of jump in the car and see where you go? I'm relieved that the thunderstorms we had earlier passed by us. so we didn't have to worry about them for the live stream. I got some great colors going on in my palette here. I'm going to try to do some of the background because we're floating. So I think this is the second time that Ron and I have done a live stream together, but this time he's in his art space and I'm in mine. And so it's a different whole setup. And this time I got the correct mics. At some point, Ron and I would love to take a vacation, but at the rate we're going, probably not going to happen for a while. Let's see here. I'm mixing up some green for my background. Again, this isn't acrylics. All right. I don't have enough space. I'm going to have to relocate the library, honey. A lot of trees in the background of my painting. So what happened 17 years ago is that Ron and I got married on July 4th, 17 years ago. But what most people don't know is that we got married again on July 25th, 17 years ago as well. And so next Saturday is our second 17th wedding anniversary.
Yes, you did it twice, so it was on purpose.
Oh yeah, there's no mistaking it was on purpose. Let's see. Yeah, I said once is not enough. Let's do this again because, you know, it's so much fun. So next week I plan to share on our live stream the fact that, you know, it's our second 17th wedding anniversary, but I'm also going to share some pictures from both the July 4th and the July 25th ceremonies. I'm making a mess on my desk with this sponge. Let's see here. Why did we choose 2 dates? Well, we were in New Hampshire at the time, and we were part of a church. And the church wanted, you know, we were trying to get more active in the church, but we weren't married, but we were living together. And so the church is like, you can't participate, you know, as leadership or, you know, in any kind of authoritative way or, you know, administrative way unless you're married, which makes sense. And so they volunteered to marry us in the church for free and help us out.
Well, they had a tent revival thing coming up.
Yeah, that's right. There was a tent revival.
I was going to teach Christian apologetics, right. And but then they said, "Oops, you need to be married." I said, all right.
Gotta make an honest woman out of me. So we got married the July 4th in our backyard, but his family could not make it up in time, and so we scheduled a second one on a weekend that same month where they would be able to make it, and that was
And the second
July
one,
25th.
when we got married, that was during the tent revival thing, and so we got married and then we taught.
That's right. I think somewhere we had video of you doing the apologetics thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so his parents drove up from Georgia to see us get married. And they got to see New Hampshire. Okay. Enough with the sponge stuff. This is a mess. So the first one, July 4th, was in our backyard because we lived in a house that was on a slight hill with 180 views. And so we had a nice backyard that had a nice view of the hills in the distance. And we had closest family and friends in New Hampshire join us. And then I'm losing my train of thought all of a sudden. Then what we did is for the July 25th one, we had a more traditional service in the church. And we were able to utilize the church service, the church building for our small little reception. I had a dress, I had a cake. I'll have to show next week what the cake looked like. I'm not going to spoil the fun on that one. But I surprised the husband unit with a cake.
You did.
But yeah. And the picture that I'm using as a reference for this painting is one that is while we are down here in Georgia at a park here in Georgia. Forget which park it was. You remember, honey?
I remember the park, but not the name.
Amazing. How did we, I don't remember the name of the park either. I remember what it looked like. I remember the parking lot. I remember the trail we went on.
The guy with the drone?
The guy with the what?
With the drone.
I don't remember that part.
We got to the end of the trail, overlooking all those woods and mountains and stuff. And there was a guy there with a drone.
Huh. That's the one thing I don't remember. I guess
one
he
thing I
wasn't
do.
important. All right, I'm going to give my husband some hair in this painting.
Oh, good. I need it.
Do you have a wackadoodle life too, my voice? Because we do. We have a wackadoodle life. Oh my goodness. I don't know what I'm doing here. Are you married? If you are, how long have you been married?